I came out of Chicago years and years ago where during the Depression, the biggest prohibition in the biggest black ghetto in America, and all we saw were Tommy guns and stogies. So that's all we knew. And 11 years old, I was lucky enough when we went to the Northwest, and we broke in an armory, and I saw a piano, and I closed the door, and something told me go back in there. And I touched that piano, and every cell in my body said, "This is what you're gonna do the rest of your life." And I thank God for that. I really do. 'Cause it saved my life. I worked very hard when I was young, and I was fortunate enough to come into the music business when it was not about bling bling or about the Benjamins. We came from an era where jazz was in the air. Ray Charles and I both, we were 14 to 16. And all we cared about was being a great musician. We didn't care about money or fame or any of that nonsense because it wasn't even available.
In fact, it was teenage friend Ray Charles who first interested Quincy Jones in music arranging. A multifaceted jazz and pop figure, Quincy Jones would go into pop and music production, film and television scoring, including the theme for The Bill Cosby Show. Jones worked with some of the greatest performers of swing, jazz, blues, and hip-hop, from Miles Davis and Frank Sinatra to Little Richard and Michael Jackson. For decades, Jones has left his permanent, unique mark on the world of entertainment. Those who know Quincy Jones describe him as an obsessed genius, a workaholic, and a man with a creative brilliance that has touched virtually every facet of popular entertainment since 1950.
At that magic hour, I hear those records, Don't Stop Till You Get Enough from 30 years ago, and it blows my mind. It really does. But it's all the songs and Michael's talent and the production and everything else, but sonically, it's hard to beat. You know, Pro Tools will not duplicate that sound.
In 1978, Quincy Jones produced the soundtrack for The Wiz, starring the late Michael Jackson. In 1982, Jones produced Jackson's all-time best-selling album, Thriller. Quincy Jones has even turned his attention to famine and foreign debt.
In 1999, Bono, Jubilee 2000, Geldof, Tavis Smiley, myself, and a few other people went to Costa Gandolfo, which is the Summer Vatican in Rome. And we saw Pope Paul for 25 minutes. We stated our mission statement. He affirmed it with 4 pages of his affirmation. It was on a Thursday. Bono and I went to Aix in France after that. And that Saturday in the International Herald Tribune, we saw, because of that visit, we were able to provoke HIPC Third World Debt Relief for $27.5 billion from Mozambique, Bolivia, and Ivory Coast, you know. And that's with no agenda, 2 raggedy Irish rock and rollers and a brother from Chicago, you know. And that's what it's about, really. You know, we were shocked, you know, because Band-Aid and We're the World Together didn't do anything like that.
Through his mountains of achievements, accolades, and awards, Quincy Jones has managed to keep his accomplishments and prominence in perspective, maintaining his passion for the industry, his good humor and grace, something that has impressed his peers almost as much as his amazing talent. So what can this ultimate success story offer the struggling musician of tomorrow?
A lot are coming to me to say, "Quincy, teach me how to be a good musician." Learn your core skill. I put 28 years since I was 13, used to write music till my eyes would bleed, you know, to orchestrate and arrange and understand that there's only 12 notes. And I studied with Nadia Boulanger in Paris, who taught Bernstein, who was Stravinsky's mentor, to go all the way, you know, give it all up, learn your craft, you know.